in the intro screen. Hang on. Everybody make Halloween noises.
Happy Halloween, folks.
The counselors were making love.
Anyone else in love with Jamie Lee Curtis back in the old Halloween movies?
The Nerd Chat
is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days.
hosted by a group of best friends.
This is Cortana. And remember, don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it. As always, Spartans, see you online.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I know what
I know who you are, Chapo.
Get off my lawn.
but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Is he Bane? Oh, he's Kylo Ren.
Let the past die.
It's not a bad impression.
No, it's got one of those mics.
Oh, does it?
More power.
Kill it if you have to. That's the only way we are to become what we are meant to be. I have to let the past die. This Xbox controller, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Get it out of here.
Oh, yawn.
It's time to embrace the true power of modern gaming with the DualSense Edge
This is so lame.
and the PS5 Pro.
This is so lame.
Let it all die. Let it all die. Embrace the power of PlayStation. We must let it die.
I don't think Jose can hold that face any longer.
Is this the declaration
cramping.
you're waiting for?
Kill it.
Okay.
Shut the up, Gary.
It's the only way we're supposed to become true PlayStation fans. Let it die. All of it. Welcome to the Nerd Chat, a PlayStation podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. My name is Kylo Ren, and joining me as always was Edgar. Give me sugar water. How are you?
I'm doing great. Happy Halloween, everyone. Excited to talk about some games. And if anyone has some sugar, I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, I just got muted. You do pretty good, Jose.
Yeah, it's not bad. I got it from your impression, actually.
Joining us also is he's got the what is that dodgeball? The Average Joe's
I'm an average Joe.
X Bacon Gaming.
Yes,
Go
good evening.
Broncos.
Good evening, folks. I am representing a marginalized community of the greatest underdog story of all time.
Oh, God.
Bo Nix?
The
God
Average
bless
Joes.
Bo Nix.
It's the Average Joes. It's the greatest underdog story of all time.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball. If you can dodge
You
a
can
wrench.
doge a wrench.
Thank you.
Does that mean we're selling it?
Chuck Norris?
If I can sell a wrench, I can
And
dodge a ball.
Boomer Boy and Seven, welcome to the show. Happy Halloween.
Thanks. So this is my wife. This was the last minute, like hour before the show. Hey, we're all dressing up, and I was like, "Well, son of a biscuit." This is my wife's gray wig for Hundreds Day. She's a kindergarten teacher, so she always dressed up like she's 100. It doesn't make me look old. It just makes me look kind of rad. I think, like,
It's that broccoli head, bud. That's what you got.
yeah. So I might just have to start wearing this all the time.
Nice. It's a good look.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's me
I'm
with hair.
looking at the chat here, and I'm a little disappointed with the excitement over my costume. Do you have any idea how expensive this freaking mask was?
Did you get
Yeah,
it at
is it a
Target?
Black Series mask? I think I know exactly how expensive.
Yes, it is a Black Series
Jesus.
mask from Disney World.
130.
Let's just say I'm poor as shit. Now.
You need my replica lightsaber.
Hey, but
Oh.
your new wheels on your car will match your mask. So
That's true.
I'm working on that right now, Bubble Boy, as we speak. Still fine-tuning the Kyber crystals. Crystal?
Crystal.
Oh, Diego.
Singular.
All the cool schools do Hundreds Day, and they maybe don't. But my wife's
What's
doing
Disney's
that.
return policy? I've already passed it for it. I got it a long time ago. By the way, how's my audio?
that could be louder.
We can hear you fine. We can barely hear Kylo Ren.
Dang it.
And like
I'm going to have to get one of those, whatchamacallit, the voice amplifiers. A better one than the what's in this mask. My tech is outdated, just like the Elite Series 2.
That's fair.
I'll give you that.
All right. By the way, I also had cool gloves. I don't know where they are. I think I also had a top part of the sash. I hid this costume so long ago. I have no idea where it is. I'm kind of freaking out because Halloween is tomorrow.
I picked mine up on my lunch break.
Anyway, guys, thank you for that declaration.
Is that what
Speaking
that was?
of declarations, Jose, let's move on to news story number 1.
News team, assemble!
Can someone else keep timestamps? I can't see anything. that was not a joke.
I don't have a pen or a paper.
Not sure why.
ooh,
You
Jackie
guys are
Moon
laughing
jersey.
right
That's
now.
classic.
All right, here we go. Hold on. I gotta hold it up for news story number 1. Oh my God, Joe at the trophy room is right. Take off that mask. You don't need it.
You're gonna be so hot under there right now, bud.
You have no idea.
I hope you have one of
Well,
Bacon's sweatbands.
It's a
on
good
under
test for tomorrow.
I'm actually
News-
pretty
Tomorrow
sure.
you'll be outside. It'll be all cold.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 40s, but
I'm pretty sure I might be a sweatband guy though. Kind of like the look.
Yeah.
news story number
Guys,
1.
Clicking Bacon.
I'm not gonna lie.
Halo campaign evolved arrives in 2026. This is coming straight from the Halo Twitter account. Experience enhanced gameplay, additional missions, new features on Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 5, PC. Watch our Halo reveal for more. There it is. Xbox has officially conceded the console war. It's over. Halo
I've been saying this for years.
is officially a PlayStation game.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Thanks for asking.
Hopefully we can never have to talk about this again because it seems
I
like
didn't
every
ask,
week.
but Bubble Boy, go ahead and
When
us
I
your
first saw the
reaction to this
trailer,
news.
I was like, this is absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. I have not looked for this online. I am hoping somebody will do a comparison of like the original Halo CE and this one like side by side.
Bubble Boy,
'cause-
I need you to silence for 1 moment. I'm using the force to. I'm choking you. Hold on, Bubble Boy. I just needed to say something.
Oh, that hurt my eye. The hair got in my eye. How do people do long hair?
Go ahead, Bubble Boy. I just wanted to test out my powers.
Because it looks gorgeous. It looks like everything I could have hoped for. These are the kind of things that I absolutely love. I'll be playing the shit out of this game.
On your
I'm very-
PlayStation 5?
No, why would I ever buy a PlayStation 5? That's stupid. I'm never going to do that.
Because you need to let
And-
the past die.
These additional missions, I wanted to be like, I want to know nothing about them, absolutely nothing. And then I like randomly clicked on some like, I don't even know what it was. It was like, do you want a Mountain Dew? I was like, yeah, I want a Mountain Dew. Oh, by the way, the Halo prequel missions. And I was like, stop, damn it. So it's already been spoiled for me. I think that it's like some sort of prequel stuff, but I'm just excited that like I know real gamers like Joe have already gone back and played Halo, like that some of those hardcore PlayStation people have done what they could, whether it was buy an old Xbox or an old 360 or even a Series S and played Master Chief Collection, that most people, even if they were PlayStation Sony ponies, that they have had a chance to do this.
Jose, can you mute your mic? We can hear your heinous hell spawns in the background. Thank you.
My kids are not in my house right now.
Is that Bubble Boy?
That's Annie.
Oh my God.
Hell spawns.
No. So I'm excited that a lot of people are going to get to play this game. There's no excuse for anybody with any console anymore to have not played one of the greatest campaigns of all time. So I'm excited.
But Bubble Boy, why couldn't they have just played it now through the Master Chief Collection?
Oh, because they
That's
didn't own a
available.
because they didn't own an Xbox.
You can stream the collection.
Or you can wait because there's plenty to play and play it in beautiful Unreal 5.
Bacon,
Yeah.
Freight Conductor says consoles are the past. You need to let them go. Move to PC. But before we move to PC, what do we always say about PlayStation and their games?
Their cinematic over the shoulder, squeezing through
no.
rocks.
Ooh, they have
Bacon,
emulators.
Bacon, no, Bacon.
They have none.
Thank you.
your powers don't
PlayStation
work
has
on me,
no
bro.
games. They only brag about playing Xbox games.
That's true.
What was your
yeah.
initial reaction to this announcement?
I
We
mean-
saw it coming, right?
It's over. The sky is falling. People should be jumping off rooftops as we speak. It's a sad, sad day. I'm so sad to see the console war officially end. It makes me sad in my. I'm just kidding. That is stupid. It's a 25-year-old game. Let it go. I wonder when the
Let the
last.
past go.
I wonder when the last sale of Combat Evolved was on any platform. It's got to be 10 years ago, right? So let it go. Move on.
Let it go, boy.
It's a 25-year-old
Let
game.
the past die. Become who you were meant to
gonna
be.
find a new audience. Yeah. What's he got there?
Hold on, I need to take out my
It's a hellspawn.
this.
Yeah, while he's committing
this young
multiple
Padawan
acts
over here,
that
I need to
require
take him
all
out.
of his co-hosts who are mandatory reporters to log
Wait a
into their
second.
VHS.
It looks like my saber's
Who's
working.
Jeff? My name is Jeff. Is Jeff watching
My
us?
name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
But
Who's
again,
Jeff, Jose?
I'm fully on board with the death of exclusivity.
Yeah.
I would
Oh, yeah.
actually wouldn't mind if consoles went away altogether. But I was playing my Switch today, so I'm like, I guess it's nice to have a Switch, not a console.
Sure.
But yeah, I
name
say
is
let them
Jeff.
go. Put them all over there. Put all the games over there. Continue to make money because, as Satya said in his interview, that they are competing against short form video. And I was almost late to the show tonight because I was downstairs watching short form videos because who doesn't watch Instagram all the time? So it's a bold new world, bold new place we're living in. A bunch of PlayStation guys, they'll say they're going to buy it, but they're not because it's what PlayStation.
No, I don't think
guys
that's
do.
true. Why would you?
Casual box.
Like,
All they play is FIFA and Fortnite and Call of Duty.
I mean, a lot of Xbox people play that too, though, to be
I mean,
fair. It's
Gears
not
didn't
just
sell for
PlayStation.
crap, right? Did Gears sell for anything on that console?
um,
They cried and wanted and wanted and wanted, and it didn't sell for crap.
yeah,
You know
and
what I'm
this
saying?
is gonna sound really like. Annie would like
But
to
no,
know.
I know where you're going. But Halo has
I
a certain
think-
panache to it, and
Exactly, it is the cornerstone of Xbox.
it's
It
a
is-
genre-defining game that started everything, and so I'm sure it will sell well. And more than anything, it might just sell well to own the bots. So it is. What
Do
it
we
is.
really think it's going to sell that well? Like realistically, is this going to outsell Forza Horizon? Just because of the novelty? Jose, I want to hear your initial reactions because like you guys were just saying, to me, I don't care. We've all moved on. We've all accepted the new Xbox plan, their new strategy. But at the same time, if I was a Diego, if I was the dedicated Xbox console fan, this one stings a little, right, Jose? It's only human to feel like, wow, we're seeing the end of Xbox in a way.
But again, I've said this before the show.
Shout out to Silkenet. Shout out to Silkenet. Shout out to Little Drummer Boy. Whoever else I've missed, I'm sorry. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Diego.
I don't see it as the end of Xbox. I know when people say that, I get it, and I'm not a
Xbox
denier. Yeah, but I don't even think it's the end of the console necessarily. I think it's the end of the console that's competing with Sony in the way that it has for the past, I don't know, 35 years of our lives. Which I understand. I understand what you're saying, that like there is a sense of like sadness to that. It's the nostalgia piece of like
Correct.
we used to look forward to all the console releases, and a lot of our own personal life events were tied to those. But I don't care that much anymore. And maybe, to be fair, like full disclosure, about a year and a half ago, all of us on the show transitioned to PC, and I know we've chatted about that in the chat here. So I feel less tied to the console as like my main playing thing, even though I know a lot of our friends are still on console, which is fine, right? And I know that a lot of people are lamenting this, but again, I'm celebrating it. And honestly, to your question, Dan, of is it going to sell well? I don't know. I hope it does. But even if it doesn't, I think what the smart thing about doing this is that it's like restarting Halo, and it's not restarting it. Like this is out. Like you said, you can go play it right now on the Master Chief Collection. You can stream it if you don't have an Xbox. You can play it on PC if you don't have a console. Like if you really are that interested in the story, you can do that now. But I think part of this strategy is related to trying to bring in a new generation of people, not our generation of people, into this story. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I play the game, I know what happens in the game, even with the new story beats. If what Chance said is right, that'll be cool. But it's not changing the outcome of the story. But still, it's fun to go replay stuff. Like I talk about all the time that I loved the Dead Space remake. I loved that game, even though I knew exactly what was going to happen. But it looked gorgeous. It ran well. I imagine this is going to do the same thing. And I've heard from the people that I trust and that I follow that got to play it, like that got to actually. Jam Pack Sam is a great example of that. That they loved it. It felt like old Halo. It was snappy. It looked gorgeous. I just don't know what there is not to like about that. Like it's no different than a remake in my mind. Granted, I understand that it is different. I get that, but that's really, to me, that's what it's going to be like. So I'm all about it, man. And I like the idea of the end of console wars just because, dude, it's so toxic out there, and it is truly exhausting. And like, here's what I mean by that. So my day-to-day job is most of the time for a lot of people to dislike my decisions. Like that's what happens, right? Truly. And not because they hate me.
Jose, I like all your decisions.
I appreciate that, but you don't work for me. But my point is that, dude, like even the stuff we put on social media, and we are not a big podcast. Like let me make that very clear, but like the stuff we put on TikTok.
But we're consistent, Jose. We don't miss a week. How's the comms?
You're right.
That's comms.
So much better.
That's better. That's what has helped us. But dude, some of the stuff people write on our TikTok videos are crazy. And again, because I deal with this all day, I don't care. Like I laugh at most of them, to be honest with you. But dude, you think about this, like it is some unhealthy stuff that people say about this kind of stuff when it's just about games. And for us, it's about a passion that we have for all kinds of stuff.
Oh, look it! I love it. Look it. How can we be upset about this?
The Master Chief.
Yeah, you're gonna have to speak up, Joe.
That's a little quiet, but it's good to see you.
No safe to shout.
Anyway, I'm just saying I'm happy for it, man. And I know that's not controversial, and you can make it controversial if you want. But I think we all knew this was coming.
Jose,
I just do.
Jose, what about Silkenet's question here? There's a growth mindset, and there is setting a margin goal of 35%. I thought it was 30%, but still,
why can't we have both? That? Why can't we admit that they are trying to concede and still make a lot of money? Why can't it be both?
Well, I think generally by doing that, Chance, it's like all things in companies. When that prices go up, it gets passed to us. It's not the companies paying those prices. So like that part really sucks for us. But at the same time, like everything is expensive right now. Why would you think labor is not expensive? Why would you not think processing power is expensive? So it's it's not unique to Halo. I guess that's the other piece. Is like we're focusing on that right now because it's big news, and I mean it's a week old at this point because it happened right after our show last week. But like it's not like all games are going to go through this. That's why the whole thing about $80 games and $90 games and $100 games has come out. This is just kind of one of the ones we're talking about. And I agree with Silkenet that 30 to 35% is a lot, dude. But it's not that uncommon in a lot of other tech industries. It's just early in gaming. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the reality of it. So anyway, for those that are on audio, we want to welcome Mr. Joseph Moran, Mr. Badbit, or I should say Master Badbit here in his helmet. I don't know if we'll be able to hear him. Joe, you're welcome to take that off if you want. I just wanted you to join in the Halloween revelry with us.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're a little quiet, but we can hear you.
What if I talk like this?
Much better. That's much better.
Okay. Hey, what's up, guys?
Then
I'm
we
just here
really
to
don't
keep-
have to see your face, but we can hear you too. It's like
Yeah.
it's best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I'm just here to keep everybody honest. You know, certain people
Well-
in this podcast need to be kept honest, and for some reason they've left. You see this? Where's Dan?
He's upstairs exercising.
He's talking to his kid, I think, right now. Putting him to bed, maybe.
Well,
I'm
listen,
right here, you PlayStation fake ass fanboy. Release the least.
listen.
Coming on the
At
23rd.
least put the helmet off. Like
Who's
this.
been here? Who's been on PlayStation since PS1? You son of a bitch.
God,
I have.
Kyle has.
I have too.
Who unlocked their first trophy in 2009 on MLB The Show?
I unlocked my first trophy on
You played
Uncharted,
MLB The
first
Show?
game to
Uncharted
have
2, I would think,
trophies.
is my first trophy. Yeah, that's a good question. I want to know what
Uncharted
my
is
first
my
trophy
first platinum
Uncharted.
trophy. Joe, I don't really want to welcome you, but I do know that you're a big Star Wars fan as well. So welcome to the show. And what would
I
you
did
like
appreciate
to say?
that you know that it's a kyber crystal in the lightsaber. I do appreciate that. So
This
My
short's gonna be
uncle taught me
awkward.
well.
you want to take off that mask? You don't need it.
I do. It's so hot, but I have
Yeah,
to
just
stick
take it off.
to the beat.
Do
I
what
hate
Joe's
to tell
doing.
you.
You can't see. It's
I can't
Oh,
see.
I
but
feel
I'm,
so much better like this. You guys, you have no idea.
Exactly. There you go.
Oh my God, I can breathe.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, thank
Now you
God.
have-
Listen, this is good news, right? At the end
Wait,
of the day,
Kylo
more
didn't
people
need
get
the
to
mask
play.
at all times. You're right.
Yes,
No.
that's true.
Exactly.
neither did Master Chief.
Oh,
Look how much of a dork he looks. He looks like a medieval knight.
Jesus,
so-
man, you look hot. You
yeah.
Now he works. Now he works for ICE.
Oh Jesus Christ! I
Now
gotta
he's
go,
Ninja
guys.
Gaiden. Perfect.
yeah, sorry, Joe.
Fair enough. Gotta
all right.
run.
Change costumes. Quarter of the way through.
Diablo
Holy shit.
Inglés. No, but I mean, you guys carry on your conversations. I'm just here to keep everybody honest. That's it. That's all I'm here.
So when are we going to keep you honest? That's the question.
Well, no.
Here's
I do
the
want to ask
question.
Joe. I do want to ask Joe because he was talking about this. I was listening to the trophy room earlier.
Greatest PlayStation.
What do you think
podcast.
they do with for real? Like, are they going to reboot Halo? Like, that's the play, right? Like,
It's a smart play.
Like, just start it over, or do you think they're going to do one and then go straight into the Master Chief Collection and then
So-
continue Infinite? I don't even think that's a good idea.
No, I think it genuinely, from what the rumors are, is they are remaking Halo.
Go to
1,
bed,
2,
boy.
3. Okay, sorry. No, they're remaking Halo 1, 2, and 3, and then I think at the 3 mark.
Whoa.
Oh, he's
Whoa,
mad.
whoa, whoa.
On audio, that's
me.
going to
That
be.
wasn't me.
Kid's gonna get disciplined.
That's right. Oh,
Sorry,
he's
what were you saying, Joe?
As you were saying,
Honestly,
Joe,
with the mask, he looks like he's asking me what country I was born in. So
I know you're from
Spain,
Italy.
Spain, I promise, Spain.
no, America. Jesus Christ, you're selling me out. No, but I think they remake 1. Obviously, they're gonna remake 2 and remake 3. I think that's kind of the goal. And while they're doing all of that, they're also making the Halo multiplayer game.
Full remake?
Yeah, why not?
Like, are we talking like a full like Resident Evil 4 remake, or more like with this campaign remastered where it's-
Campaign remaster.
This is a
or
remake,
evolved.
isn't it?
Sorry, campaign evolved.
Yeah.
This is a remake, not a remaster.
I mean, it's a remake because they're remaking it into Unreal, but like I think
Right,
it's going
and
to stay
adding
pretty.
missions and adding.
But that's
guns
what I'm
and-
saying. Like, I'm asking Joe, is it going to be similar Halo 2 or completely different Halo 2 with the remake?
No. It's gonna be like similar Halo 2. Like it's gonna be
Okay.
like what we see with the campaign evolved. It's Halo 2 campaign evolved. It's Halo
Okay.
3
Oh,
campaign
okay.
evolved. They don't pour over the Master Chief collection. There's just a lot of variables into like, from what I'm aware, that game. I mean, I played it at launch. That game was a hot pile of garbage at launch because there was just so
was.
much to it. So
Yeah.
I don't think you.
Yeah, you're not going to do all of them.
Yeah,
what do
and
you
I
think
think for
of-
the multiplayer experience, it's like they want something that's going to bring in all these players, and they can monetize straight off the gate. So, like,
Okay.
why would you give them Halo 2, 3?
That's the next question because Eric brought this up. He's like shocked and appalled that it's not launching with multiplayer.
Right.
But my argument, Eric, I'm calling you out right now. Think of the best multiplayer games out right now. Fortnite, does that have a campaign, Eric? No.
Technically, it
Does
did.
Apex Legends have a campaign? No. Does PUBG have a campaign? No.
PUBG.
Does Marvel Rivals have a campaign? No.
Maybe.
Does Battlefield 6 have a campaign? Yes. And is
Yes.
it good?
No.
No, it is not good. I've pretty much, it's, yeah, exactly. So, Eric, why would you want Halo Studios to tack on multiplayer onto an older game already instead of them releasing these campaigns like Joe is suggesting with remakes individually every few years while having that all-in-one multiplayer suite like a Fortnite live service game, games as a service, free to play, and they can build on that? Am I taking crazy pills, Jose, or does that
No,
not
you're
sound like
right.
a good idea?
That's the most cognitive thing.
Jose, I feel
But you're not
Absolutely
taking
right.
crazy pills.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Joe, I want to know, what do you think the average PlayStation fan who has not ever played Halo before will be willing to pay for this?
I think a lot.
Yeah, right? And what does that tell you?
I think listen, I think this one in particular will probably sell the most out of all the remakes.
Yeah.
Because this is the first.
Really?
It's 100%. This is the first, right? And like this is the moment right now. Like you're seeing a whole bunch of like PlayStation dorks out there, myself included, wish listing this game. Yeah,
Right?
no, this is gonna be.
How
the
many of them
biggest since
do you
Forza.
think there's any that are like, I refuse, that we're so hardcore into the console wars, I will never play Halo, I will never play Forza, that are like, oh, okay, I guess maybe I changed my mind. Is that happening?
There's only 6 people out there that think like that. There's truly only
And
6
and
people. Yeah.
will Kyle be buying it? Is that what you're...
Oh
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah, no, we're gonna be streaming this one. Like we're
Nice.
gonna be playing the campaign,
I'm-
and I'm gonna try to force him to play it on Legendary. To be honest,
I'm interested to see what he thinks of it because
Yeah.
I'm wondering. I just don't know how well it's gonna resonate.
But Dan, you don't think it's cool that we can jump in 4-player co-op like on Legendary? I think
Yeah,
that's
no, I think
awesome.
it's
All the
no.
skulls turned on.
I'm excited for this. I think it's amazing. It is a pivotal moment though. Like I am buying this on PS5 just because of the novelty. Like there's no like why wouldn't I? Like I'm buying a physical copy of Halo 5 for PlayStation 5. Like this is
Halo 5.
or sorry, of Halo Campaign
Forgot
Evolved.
Halo 5
bad,
even
bad
exists.
title, bad name.
I mean, it is cringy and bad. I agree, but it kind of makes sense. I'm like, it's not growing on me, but I accept
I know.
what they're going
Jose,
for.
had you seen the comment that Spartans Unite put up there about like, I think this isn't like...
Yeah, I was going to bring that one back up. I think
Okay,
that's an
'cause-
interesting premise because, like, if I
Read
thought
it,
about
Jose.
it, like, his Spartans Unite said, seeing the title, meaning
Of our
Halo
show.
Combat Evolved. No, Combat Evolved. I wouldn't say it's a PlayStation game. I'd say it's still an Xbox game since it's originally Microsoft's. I
he's
think
talking
that's an
about our
interesting
title.
point, right? Like, if God of War ever went to Xbox, I wouldn't be like, oh, it's an Xbox game now. I'd be like, no, it's the PlayStation game on Xbox. And I would assume we're going to see PlayStation Studios in that intro, right? So, like, I think that's an interesting point that I haven't heard on. I mean, I've listened to all the shows, but like, it's other than us who talk about this all the time, not for a living, basically paying for this. But I wonder if that's kind of the perception is like, oh, it's just moving over to the other side, cool. And
No,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, no, I think Jose, he's coming. When I say Halo is officially a PlayStation game, I'm just saying it's officially coming to PlayStation, and that is a big deal. But I don't know, maybe it's not as big of a deal as I think it is, or because Bacon, go ahead in a second. Like maybe it's a big deal to the boomers like us who knew the game 25 years ago, but like younger kids, like anybody 20 or
exactly.
younger, do they really care about this? Do they even know that it was an Xbox exclusive and it's got this deep history of being a revolutionary multiplayer game? Like I don't think so. I mean, I don't know if this is a big deal.
Zoomers
Right?
over. No, it's not going to pull Zoomers over. This is for the olds. It's not going to bring
Okay,
the Fortnite
boomer.
kids over. It is what it is. I mean, I think it's going to sell well because the majority of console players are in their 40s. It's an old demographic. It is what it is.
Eric says, how well did the COD Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster with multiplayer sell? Who cares? That was like a half-baked remaster. And didn't it come with multiplayer eventually? I thought it did.
No.
Or
Yeah, I
the
played
maps
multiplayer on
came
that.
like in the other one.
But yeah,
But
like that's
that's different.
that was a half baked port that they barely put any marketing into.
And
this is massive. This is Microsoft saying, "This is it. This is the game that the floodgates are open."
Exactly.
It's
Starfield,
the point
baby.
I tried to make it on the trophy room. It's like, no, exclusives do matter because this game coming to PlayStation was so big. They literally had an interview on the New York Times about it.
yeah, wow.
It's a moment,
Dude,
like,
you've
they
got
are-
the White House tweeting about it, Joe.
White House tweets about everything, though. Man. That's
I don't know if that's a flex as much as you think it is.
And yeah, do we want that?
House.
I mean, have you seen them tweet something like this before? No.
You seen any
I
of
think
their
there is
propaganda
It's
some
interesting
videos?
how that crowd in particular, the crowd we all talk about, that complain about politics in our games, man, they're very absent here. They don't, they're silent. What's wrong? I thought you don't like any politics. Oh, the ones you disagree with.
So let's rephrase this, Dan.
So-
This is a big deal for PlayStation gamers. Is not a big deal for Xbox. It's a 25-year-old game.
It's a
It
huge deal for me.
sells like 8 games. It sells like 8 copies a year of the Master Chief. It's a big deal for PlayStation. Yeah.
Go
It's
ahead,
a
Bubble
big
Boy.
deal for
It's a big
gaming.
deal.
It's
Yes,
a big deal
it
for
is.
gaming, period. Because now there is no excuse unless all you have is a Switch, I guess. So there's almost no excuse not to buy this game. And I think, Eric, what you're missing is that Xbox is Halo. Halo is
Correct.
Xbox. Like, that was even if Modern Warfare 2 was the greatest game of all time, which it isn't, that was never going to be as big a deal. It's a terrible comparison.
Called your ass out, Eric. Sorry.
I love that, Eric, and I hope you're feeling better. But
All right. Closing thoughts. Anybody else on this? I mean, honestly, I thought this was going to be a bigger deal than it is. I mean, it's a little weird, but at the same time, go ahead, Jose. It is what it is. Like, I'm just over it. Like you said, it's over. Now we just don't have to talk about the same stupid crap about Xbox versus PlayStation anymore. And hopefully
It's
we'll be
over.
talking
It's
more-
done. Yeah, we won. PlayStation fans, we did it. All we had to do is let them punch themselves, trip over all the rakes, and then just us, supporting the devs.
No, it all goes back to May of 2013.
That's how you
And
share a game.
we tried the Homer
And
Simpson approach.
the
to
Xbox
boxing
One,
one
the
year.
Xbox One reveal, and freaking Don Matrick, and what a
No, I do.
Have
wanna
you
say,
gone
though,
back and watched that? It's worse than you remember, guys.
It's way bad. It's real bad.
Worse than you remember. And I remember it being awful watching it live, being like, holy see, that's what I'm talking about, Joe. Like the people who stuck with Xbox right there, with Xbox One, who stood there and stood by the console throughout the Xbox One generation and then continued on to Series. Like those are the fans that I'm like, I feel for them. Like
Are they
I do.
losing their games?
was
Are they
us.
losing their catalog? I don't
No,
know why.
but-
No, but I think they're losing their identity. I think
yeah.
you could say that.
A little bit of like, it's like losing your favorite player to another team. Like you have a connection.
We're
Sports
Rockies
is
fans.
similar.
That's all we get.
You get an
This is
analogy.
officially this is a big change. Maybe this is in the next topic, but like
Halo
this
is multiplayer.
officially
Sorry, Eric. Go ahead, Joe.
Xbox stepping out and Microsoft coming in, and now this is, to me, it's like, no, this is now Microsoft gaming, and that's less to do with Xbox. And I think the thing that I get nervous about, the thing that I stressed on our show last night is, this is not the Microsoft of Phil Spencer that like, hey, let's go make, all these weird and interesting keeper, like South of Midnight games. This is now a company that's obsessed with hitting a unrealistic margin that only exists so that they could punish the devs that are making these games and make them create an environment where they have to make safer content. And that sucks. As much as I would love a New Vegas 2, I don't want Obsidian to make that if they don't want to make that game, right? I don't want, Double Fine to make a Banjo game because they have to, right? That's where I get concerned for the quote unquote future of Xbox. It's not the boxes. It's been over for, you're right, since the Xbox One era.
That's what Diego said. Exclusives don't matter anymore. I would agree. I don't think they matter for PlayStation now either.
how do they treat the developers and what's the roadmap for them in the long term? Because you'd be fooling yourself if you're like, nothing changes. Nah, everything kind of changes.
Joe,
here.
have you watched the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection documentary?
I have not now.
You know what I'm talking about though, that just came out today? Yep. What you're saying is almost identical to what he was preaching in that. He was like, the reason this game is so good and so beloved was because they gave a bunch of 20-year-olds a bunch of so much autonomy to make whatever it was they wanted. And in a time where like that just wasn't something that was done. Like, talk about playing it safe. Like, I know we look back on some of those games like, oh, they had so much autonomy but compared to now, not even slightly. And he's like, if that hadn't been done, Mortal Kombat wouldn't have existed. So It's like that makes me fear a little bit for, are we going to ever get something that's genre defining moving forward?
And that's the thing. So, the other thing I've been stressing is that like the future of games is not with PlayStation, it's not with Xbox or Nintendo or EA or whoever, right? We used to think because we're old, that the innovators were the big publishers, right? Or not even innovators, the ones with influence, right? It was the ones that were on the E3 stages. E3's dead. And I think that kind of marks the true change, where there's so many indie studios, but also AA publishers, where a success like a Claire Obscure, right, that has everybody talking, it's going to have their own movie, whatever. It's only sold, and I say only, 5 million units. Final Fantasy 16 sold like 3 million in its first week, and it was deemed a failure, right?
Yeah.
So the issue is these big games that are coming out, we're getting to have the sense that they all feel the same. It's because all these developers are given this checklist that they have to check off, instead of going, you know what? Our game is actually an insanely deep RPG, and this is the loop, and it's not for everyone, and that's the point. We're trying to make games for everyone, and because we're trying to make games for everyone, it really appeals to no one. That's the issue that big publishers are finding themselves in. So, yeah, we're in this inflection point in the industry where I think we're gonna start rounding the curve soon, but it's gonna take a couple more years.
And hopefully we're not talking about Xbox versus PlayStation anymore.
No,
Bacon,
it's done.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I just wanted to ask Joe, are you one of the guys that says exclusives or console exclusives?
Oh man, I don't know.
That narrative has changed since all those games came to PCs. Now it's console exclusives. Because we can all agree that only one company has exclusives anymore, and it's Nintendo.
I think again, we're walking into such a weird space, and I can't really blame Xbox for going into this route. Looking at the Steam numbers, you're like, there's obvious growth here. We want to see what we can do here, and who knows? We're talking like it's the end of the world right now, and I'm not saying it's going to happen or whatever, but like this could be a big hit for them, and we just don't see it yet.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, I don't know, man. It's none of it. Who gives a shit? like all these games. At the end of the day, all these games top out at around 10 million units.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So like, console exclusive. I don't know. But I mean, the one fear that Dan talked about is like, now what happens to PlayStation now that they don't have a direct competitor in Xbox?
Now they got day and date.
But why is Nintendo not a direct competitor? I don't understand that argument. Why is everyone always like, oh, Nintendo's doing their own thing? No, to me, they sell a console and they sell exclusive games, and they sell a lot of them. I don't understand. I mean,
first off, I think,
and they have third party support too.
Yeah, I think because they've tried and they've all failed, and this is the market that they found. Like PlayStation solidified this market in the '90s, where it's like, Nintendo's for kids. This is the teen. We're the adult, right? Like, that's what that market that Sony created and Xbox joined in and then fought for. It's just two different. It's just two different audiences. Okay. That's why I like to see like things like Astrobot. When we argue about the sales of that game, Astrobot, that game selling over 2 million, 3 million units for a platformer is unheard of. That is cool.
Unheard of
growth
for
that I would like to
PlayStation.
see. For anyone outside of
Nintendo,
or
yeah.
Nintendo rather. So like that's the cool thing. But for Nintendo, they're focused on family. They're focused on the everybody. The like.
They've always been
people,
focused on a
party game.
handheld too.
Right, but it's more focused on like how do we get everybody in, and it's more about the mechanic and training their audience.
Lowest barrier
that
to
it's
entry.
Not, Exactly. It's not about the graphics. It's not about the haptics. It's not about the whatever. It's like, hey man, we just got 4K with this console with the Switch too. Like, and they're okay with it. Look at the new Pokemon game. It looks like it's made out of paper mache, but the Nintendo that game was made with a returnal budget, and it's selling like crazy. So like that's
crazy.
what. The way that Nintendo's conditioned their audience and just how timeless their IP is, that's why they're in the position they're in. Nobody can touch them.
Eric says Nintendo customers are hard to convert because they're attachment to IPs. That's why they make 30 games. Yeah, Eric, you mentioned earlier that again you keep bringing up the Halo or the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 as being a comparison to this Halo campaign Evolve. You said, so you think if Modern Warfare 2 had better graphics but no multiplayer, it would have been a hit? I don't think so. Eric, I'm not saying that the multiplayer is an important part of Halo. It absolutely is. But what I'm saying is I think Microsoft and specifically Halo Studios is doing the right thing by keeping the multiplayer its own separate identity and its own separate package. They need to have a team and they need to have a focus that can deliver a true, polished, multiplayer experience that's free to play, that can evolve, and that can have multiple game modes in it, and have content constantly being fed to it, like your Fortnites, like your Marvel Rivals, like your Apex, like your now RedSec, like your all these live service games. They need to have their own focus and let somebody else do the campaign at the same time.
You just put all the old maps into that.
Exactly.
hub.
I'm sure we're going to see
put
all.
Blood Gulch on that.
I'm sure we're going to
hub.
see Halo CE's original
One
maps in there. We're
battle
going to see
pass
Halo 2's. They
for
can
all of
add
them.
those with those releases of the
Yes.
campaigns and stuff like that. Like
Exactly.
They need to. If they want to make Halo this multiplayer hit that it used to be, and they want to compete with the big boys, they got to commit to it in a different way. And clearly, what they were doing, Eric, with releasing the game and multiplayer at the same time wasn't working and hasn't worked for the past 2 games. And even though they tried it something different with the multiplayer being free to play with Infinite, it didn't work.
You're arguing over a $20 remastered port of a Call of Duty game that still sold the upwards of 4 million units.
Probably,
So,
There
Eric,
you
I
go.
don't think that's as compelling of an argument as you think it is, but God bless you that you do.
Moving on,
to the next point.
moving on to news story number 2, and like
That
I said,
triggered him. He's gonna get on it. in about a
oh
second.
god,
He's gonna fight.
another live service game just launched. This boys. Eric was wrong about this too. He said it's not coming out, and he was wrong. Eric, you said that
was
this
wrong.
wasn't good, but he can't admit that. He said something in our chat.
He's
about
only half
saying-
wrong.
Yeah, he's only half wrong. whatever. Battlefield RedSec is out. We have 2 dubs. We've played 2 nights, got 2 wins at the last second on each game. And a lot of people were asking about this, and like I said, I wanted to save it for the show. So quickly, do I think this is a Warzone killer for me personally, boys? No. That first night, I'm not gonna lie. There were times where I was like, I wish I was playing Warzone over this. But second night,
Yikes.
having fun with it, it's just a different game. I would say it's a combination of Battlefield 6 or Battlefield mechanics in general, mixed with a little bit of PUBG map feel and a slower pace of the game. And then I would add in Warzone presentation, like almost everything in the HUD and how you're dropped in and the map. It's all objectives, the little things you have to do in between is almost identical to Warzone. Eric and Ains were arguing, well, this is so good because I hate having to go for my loadout and just getting my loadout drop. In RedSec, literally, we go for our weapon drops all the time, and I want to get my weapons because, yeah, it's cool to pick up some weapons, level it up, but nothing matches the weapon that you've built upon and enjoy using. So instead of going for loadout drops, we're just going for weapon drops or doing contracts that bring weapon drops. Do I think this game has potential? Yes, I do. I have enjoyed playing it.
Thor.
But do I think this is going to replace Warzone for me?
Or Mjolnir. Sorry.
I don't know. So Jose, I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Real quick, time out because I haven't played. But real quick, can we at least all agree? Probably the sickest trailer I've seen in a decade.
I don't know. The Battlefield 6 trailer was pretty dope by
In a
itself.
decade.
Like the one that dropped
with the
right
California Love, the Biggie. Or
that was a sick
Tupac
song.
and Dre.
Tupac song.
Yes.
For Battle Royale, sure.
Damn it! So what's better? Give me a better one.
No, I can't find one.
So, I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
Name one.
I love some Death Row Records, bro. Give
I do
me
too.
it all day long, every night.
The Limp Bizkit one was good though too. Of the Battlefield one was good
All
too.
right. Well, never mind. Go on then.
Anyway, Jose, what are your impressions of Red Sec so far?
So I'm historically I'm a pretty mostly positive guy on this, and I am on this too. I'm having a great time. Would I be having as good of a time if I wasn't playing with my close friends? Probably not. My gripes are pretty superficial, and I think things that they will fix, but there definitely is some jank in the game. Like we've had weird moments where Dan's like passing through doors, and we had one match where like we were in the middle of the match, and all of a sudden we just we see a big map and nothing happened, and we quit out. Come to find out, we watch a short today that this team won because they like basically were under the map, and when the time ran out, they didn't get killed by the smoke. We would have gotten another victory. But so there are some of those pieces. I think the audio in the like the Conquest games is awesome. Like I think it's so good in multiplayer, and in Warzone for some reason it's just not there yet. Where like I'm hearing, I think a dude is right here, and they're like behind me and stuff, and that has been a little bit problematic. Or like it's making it sound like the dude is right next to me and he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Or there have been legitimate times last night where we didn't even hear the guy come right up to us and
they
kill
were
us
literally
at one
right
point,
next to us and
like,
killed us. I actually like the fire thing. I was telling Bacon
I like
and Dan,
that too.
I hate in Warzone when dudes go out into the smoke and behind. Like I get the strategy, but it just pisses me off. I actually like that you can't do that because it's fire.
I think the ring's positive, the fire ring.
I also will say, and maybe it's because I'm not very good at it yet, the vehicles we all agreed shouldn't be in past a certain size of ring. Like we kind of all agreed that like once a ring gets a small enough size, they should die. And not blow up where you would die in them, but just like they run out of fuel, they run out of ammunition. Just because like there were a couple times at the end where you're going up against a tank and like if you have to respawn in, you have nothing. There is no chance you're going to go up against that tank. And I guess you could say that just get good. I get it. I get that's the argument.
Or carrying a rocket, you have to at all times.
So okay, here's my question, because truthfully,
Joe, you haven't played it, have you?
I have not played it, so I'm curious of how it works. Because I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think Warzone's absolutely boring. Like I think it bores me to tears because I think there is a point to what Ain says.
Even Resurgence?
Like, the first thing we're doing is finding our guns. I think I played Resurgence once or twice. It's a little small island.
Resurgence is a small one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just bigger multiplayer.
Where you just have to wait and you come back in if you last long enough.
So,
by the way, no gulag. I think they need a gulag. And the buybacks and anyway, go ahead.
So I find it boring because the first thing I do is get my guns, my loadout, and then I just kind of run around aimlessly to do contracts for I don't know what reason. They're just telling me to go to the contract or find somebody or just like wait until I don't know. The thing about battle royales that are really fun is that you're again, it's like
how is Fortnite better, Joe? I need to know how Fortnite is better.
So to me, it's about like what your hands are doing with the controller in the moment, right? Like if my hands are stationary and they're not moving, I'm bored, and I'm spacing out. So for me, like for example, Fortnite or any other battle royale that I've enjoyed more is I'm upgrading myself as I go, right? I'm trying to find the best weapon. I have to make hard choices. Hey, is this blue burst gun that has a scope better than this, I don't know, purple, assault rifle that I have but doesn't have a scope? It's about learning each weapon as I go through it and making those choices. And because I have to make those choices, I'm making them on the fly. And sometimes I'm going to make a mistake. Those things I feel I'm more engaged with the game and my controller. Ergo, I'm not getting bored because I'm always confronted with a choice that I have to make on the fly.
Okay. So what do you think about learning now that Battlefield 6 has these weapon drops and you just select the weapon you want, that you have your favorite?
A singular gun, not traits,
full level.
attributes, and all the rest.
But you can run into multiple of these, and they're not very hard to get to. I've had both my guns primaries from my favorite weapons, and I'm sure you guys have.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm a fan of that, but I would want to. I would want to find. I want to find out for myself, but on the rip, not a huge fan. Also, I feel like Battle Royale should be a good place to learn each weapon, you know. But I understand, like in something like Fortnite, there's 3 different assault rifles, whereas Battlefield there's 600. So, exactly. So I understand that they have to kind of, maybe that's their way of simplifying it. But tell me how this Battle Royale differs from other ones. Because that's where I get kind of...
Yeah, let's hear Bacon.
The ring,
go ahead, Bacon.
Okay.
The ring.
So this...
Yeah, that's a big deal.
This Battle Royale gives the average everyday squad a chance to win the game. Whenever I'm playing against high-level people in Warzone, they outmaneuver me. They are jumping, wall pinging, climbing up ropes, using drones, and it's their actual movement skill. If you have a 4-person squad, each one has their own attributes. Like we try to put in 1 sniper, 1 medic, 1 engineer. And I was against the tanks the first night because Mike and I ran into a tank and got slaughtered in the last circle. And then last night when Dan and I took out that tank in the final circle with some good tactics and wiped the entire freaking squad and won the game, this game is absolutely peak. If you have a squad who communicates...
Bacon. It's been 3
squad
days.
who communicates and knows how to use tactics over crazy ass gunplay like you get in Warzone, you can win this game. And you cannot tell me you can't, Dan. It was, dude. That last win we had last night was insane.
I'll give you that. That's where I feel like the compare. I feel like
a squad working together.
But that's any battle royale. I feel like
it's a little different. I do too.
It is.
No, well, I'm just saying that's where I think the PUBG comparisons are fair. You're right. If you're good at working as a squad in PUBG, you're going to win the game probably. And PUBG's just so janky. Like that's like everyone's dealing with the same jank. But I'm not ready to say like this is a battle royale or this is S tier like you're making it out. You and Eric are making it out to be. I think there's it's a great foundation. Bacon, do you honestly think that this, how it launched, was better than Warzone when it launched back in 2020?
No, because Warzone was it was new. It was so big. And now this is coming on the heels of
I'm
Warzone.
not talking about like,
did you play the first iteration of Warzone?
I do remember it, but I remember actually being able to find some plates. I remember at least having
plates are low in this game. I'll give you that.
And visibility. We haven't even brought up the visibility.
Yeah, that's where good tactics comes in. That's when Deja Vu puts his drone in the air and tells us where people are.
True, I guess the drone is
it's as true to a combat simulator as you can
some of
get.
us, and I don't want to name names.
Oh God, here we
have
go.
our feelings about certain battle royales.
I just think you guys. I think in general, people love to hate Warzone because Warzone was great. I know you don't, Bacon.
I don't either.
I'm just saying that good tactics is going to beat good gunplay every time. If you have good tactics and you have a good squad who are spread out.
But Bacon, I think you can apply good tactics to any battle royale game.
But I also can't snipe someone from 9,000 yards away like I can in Warzone in the head and be like,
I haven't seen
360 no scopes. But there was times in the first couple games where I was narrowly focused on one dude. He was hiding behind a car, and Mike's trying to do something over here. And next thing you know, his teammate actively got behind me because I was so focused on the one guy. And I said, that is damn good tactics.
I think the potential is there. I just don't think I think it's insane to be like, this is the Warzone killer. This is so much better. Or this is
I think it levels the playing field. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think it levels a potentially good competitor. Go ahead, Bubble Boy, then we'll get to Joe. Go ahead, Bubble Boy.
As someone who hasn't played and who is
I wish you guys would have played.
I know, I'm sorry. A minimal Battle Royale fan. I hear what Joe is saying, and I think the way it speaks to me is that your level of actual gameplay versus the time that you're playing to me is so like incongruent Is
But
this better? Do you get to
Yes.
actually play more in this one?
Well,
Yes.
I feel
Bubble
like
Boy.
we're getting right into the heat.
Dude,
Bubble Boy,
Dan, if we
it's-
didn't do the hot drops, we were getting engaged instantly in every part of the map.
And because it sucked, like I can remember times in PUBG and Warzone where we would spend 20 minutes getting set up.
And
And
then
then
nothing
if you
happens.
just
You
get
die to one
eliminated in
encounter.
seconds, yeah.
That
And
can
it's
happen
like,
in any
well,
game, Bubble
Jesus
Boy.
Christ.
I'll say that the like I said, the pace of the game I'd say is better than PUBG, but not as quick as Warzone. And Chance, did
As
you play
Resurgence.
No, even normal Warzone. Chance, did you play Resurgence Warzone on Rebirth Island? That was active. Like I feel like that's Ains likes to say he hates that mode because he's like, why wouldn't I just play deathmatch? Because
Well,
that's essentially
what
what
I
it is.
say.
Or no, maybe that's what Bacon says. I
Yeah.
like that though. Like that goes back to what Joe's saying. I'm always playing. I'm always got to be thinking. I'm always
then
got to
it's-
be adapting.
then it's not-
That's too fast for you.
No, then I'm just like, why am I just not playing regular multiplayer?
Thank you.
Sorry, just me. And that's
No,
just
you're
I
right.
know.
I'd rather play
Having
multiplayer
very
than Resurgence.
little time in it. Mr. Moran in the front.
Sorry. I got like a weird scab on my nose. Ow.
Thanks
now
for
it's-
It's a moco.
All right. Anyway,
Moco.
no, I think the one thing, it's not criticism of you guys, criticism across the board. I get that Warzone and Fortnite exist, but I would be hesitant to say it's only been 3 days. So the whole like, is this better than? It's like it's so fresh. It's
I
so
agree.
fresh. I would say a better way of framing it is, hey, what does this game do that's similar to Call of Duty or similar to Fortnite or similar to whatever? I think is better because then it gets me a good frame of reference of what I can expect with this game.
You have
And then
contracts.
Dan's gonna stop yelling at
Contracts,
everybody as much.
You have contracts that's similar that like in Warzone. You get
So
a
what's
redeploy.
cool, Joe, is there's safes in there that can only be opened by engineers. So it's requiring you to play multiple people in a squad
Okay,
to
that's
get
right.
everything
What's
out
it-
of it.
Well,
what's
no,
in
no,
the
no, no,
safe?
no, no, no.
Inside
The
this
orange,
safe
no,
is
the orange.
XP.
Nope. Let me finish. The
Huh?
orange
XP.
crates have to your class. Whenever you find an orange class, I will
Yes.
find an assault rifle because assault guys have assault ARs. All right. If you're a sniper,
Right.
you'll find a
Every
sniper
account
or a
with a sniper
DMR.
one, yeah.
And within that too, it gives you the upgrade kit that you can upgrade the gun that you pick up there, or if you already have one. That's what. Is that a big differentiator? I don't know
Not
because
huge, no.
you
So
can
if
still
I'm
pick
an
up other
engineer, I
guns.
could only use SMGs.
No, that's
No,
what I thought
you
too.
can take
Anybody
anything
can
up
use
off
any
the
guns.
ground. It's just
But
those
when you
specific
find
orange
those,
crates.
you get like perks. Like what is it like? I don't remember if they get like better aiming or some sort
Right.
of little perks with it. But like
Yeah,
each
no,
class,
there's buffs.
okay. So here's what does it do? So it has that. It has buybacks, but you have to sit in the zone, kind of like PUBG, where you have to stand there and call back. I don't know what
It's
it is. in
making noise and
Fortnite.
stuff like that.
It's
Same
and
in
once you
Fortnite.
use it, it's gone. That buyback is gone. You can do that as many times as you can, as long as you can find them. When everybody dies at the beginning, you get one respawn for free. You get one redeploy up to like what, the last circle or the second to last area.
No, it's earlier than that because that happened
It's
in one of the games.
maybe like 2/3 of the way through it cuts you off. But if you die before then, you automatically get one resurgence. I feel
Unlike
like they're
unlike the
I wish there-
gulag.
well, I guess
if
that's kind
three
of like the
your-
gulag, huh?
If
You-
three
you
of
don't
your
have to
four
earn it.
players die in
Yeah.
the gulag and one guy gets spawned back in, we all get a second shot at this. We could pick a new landing zone, a new area we haven't been that might not.
So
be
it's
as
kind of
hot.
like a
I
mix of
actually
one
love that.
resurgence and then
Right.
you got to buy people back with no gulag. Go ahead, Bubba Boy.
Yep.
Should they not have used Ring of Fire, Burning Ring of Fire?
That would have
as
been a
the
way
song?
better song. Yeah, I agree. That
It
was
just
a big
hit
miss.
me because
Maybe a
I
ring-
want to hear more about that and tell me why that's better and
It's
different.
awesome. Oh, okay, so
cool.
that's
It
cool,
is
Chance.
so
So as
cool.
it's getting closer, you'll see this warning saying it's like whenever it's 100 or less meters, and then the closer and closer it gets, once it gets to like 30, I'd say, or 40 to 30
It
meters,
actually will burn you.
It starts to burn you, and like you start to lose health, not your armor. And then like it starts to affect your ability because the flames and
Your vision and
visibility,
stuff.
your vision, and it's distracting and it's
It-
kind
And
of
it
scary.
does it ever like do where it like splits and you have to run?
No.
No,
Because
No,
it's
it
always
just
in a
couldn't,
circle.
right?
I
At
think
point?
that I think the
I think
Ring of
that's
Fire
cool.
is an awesome mechanic, and I think that more BR should implement.
So
like
no
you
gas
just-
masks, obviously. Then
no.
Nope.
correct.
It-
That's
it
they need to get
starts
rid of that in
to-
Warzone.
It obscures your vision and Deja
You
Vu was
ju-
complaining about that last night.
It feels like you're starting to get caught on fire.
Right.
Like they do a really good job. I have to give them that. Deja said, or Eric says it's milk versus chocolate milk. Yeah, kind of. It's a different flavor of Warzone. It's the best way to explain it. Yeah, I would agree. It is a different flavor of Warzone. I think that.
And then can you
think
buy
Warzone
them?
meets Battlefield. Like it meets PUBG. Like it
you have a
really, to
medic
me is those three.
who has paddles, and anybody can pick up
But anyone can
paddles
pick
out
up
of the back
paddles.
of an ambulance. It is
Oh.
instant revive. Phew!
Oh.
Yeah.
But do you have like limited uses? I couldn't remember.
No,
might
you
have,
unlimited,
no?
but you have to find them. So that's one thing I thought was interesting is that like with the classes, like where the engineer will start with their torch, the medic doesn't start with paddles. You have to find the paddles, which I actually don't. I wish you started with them, but I think to your point, Dan, about like, or maybe it was Bacon that said it forces you to want to have the different classes, like where we had Deja using his recon drone and stuff. But I think we could do that in Warzone, but that's not how we think of it. Like I don't go into Warzone thinking I'm going to be the healer of my group, where I do think about that in Battlefield, and that's I think. That's not something I can't do in Warzone. It's something I just don't. I don't frame my mind that way. Joe, I think you're fair to say that this isn't, and Dan too. I'm not saying this is a killer of Warzone. I still like playing Warzone a lot.
Warzone's too
But
big
I
to
think
fail.
I think what's different about this is that I feel like we learned pretty quickly with a couple of matches that you can't play it like multiplayer. Like in multiplayer, you're just going, and if you die, you're like, oh, that sucks, but you just respawn.
Yeah,
and
you really
got
gotta
to
stick together.
You really have to stick together. You have to work together. You have to communicate, because if you won't, you will die. Like 100%, you will do that. And so it forces you to slow down a little bit in that regard.
Okay.
Deja says, maybe I haven't played Warzone in a while, but I feel like the matches in RedSec are still ultimately faster, but a little slower paced. I
yes,
agree.
they're like
the
20-minute
time for the games to complete is like 20, 25 minutes, somewhere in there, which I think is faster, Deja. But you're right. The rate of play and pace it does feel. Yeah, it is weird. It's different. Joe, do I think you should play it? Absolutely. I think
It's still when you get to that
No
final
slide
circle, it's
cancel.
exhilarating.
It's still
fun,
last
like every
night, like
battle
that
royale.
clip I sent you. I mean, I was loving it. Like I was having so
Dude,
much fun. But
seeing
that's
the
any VR.
destruction,
Yeah,
the
it's crazy.
destruction's like
Yeah.
that.
You
Like,
take entire buildings down.
I saw two clips in particular.
Did you see the one where he's on top of the tower and he's like, the building's coming down? the
Yeah.
building's
One of them's like, one guy's like, well, first one's like, someone's dropping an whatever, like a bomb on us, airstrike. And the guy goes, he goes, oh, just stay in the building, we'll be fine. And then a couple seconds go by, he's like, I think we'll be fine.
And that's the thing is the airstrikes
all dead.
and all that stuff are plentiful in the game.
Yeah.
There's no reason you can't go to the final two circles without everyone in your squad having one kind of airstrike or
So it
artillery.
kind of cancels out the tanks a little bit.
Yes, and that's how I got that tank last night. I put an airstrike on it. It took like
Yeah.
180 of his damage. And then Dan
And I
hit it
shot
with a
him with the
rocket, and then I
rocket,
hit
yeah.
it with a rocket. And then I got all the people that were trying to fix the tank with
Yeah.
a third rocket and killed everybody. It was freaking awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
and that
yeah.
levolution, all that destruction makes me think that adds such a different
It does.
component. Because
It does.
if you're just like, hey, here's the circle, there's one squad left, and there's a house, and I don't see anybody, you're just
Yep,
like,
you
let's just
cannot
blow
hide
shit out of
in the
that house, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
cool.
Okay, that's where it's
then I
similar
saw
too.
one
You do have
clip.
those airstrikes too.
Yeah. I saw one clip where like the building starts to shake. They're in the big tower. One guy's like, I think this is going down. I think the tower's going down. One guy's like, no, I think no. This is a big tower, whatever. And then all of a sudden they just start seeing like the ceiling fall and they start freaking out and they parachute out off of
Yeah.
the tower.
Yeah.
And then they just see, I'm like, yeah, man, this is why Battlefield's the
Looks
best
cool.
game ever, man.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
sick.
But it's required to have friends and have people that
Yes.
communicate.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to
No
talk
solos.
it through.
Hey, speaking of which, my
There is no
Discord's
solos.
working again.
There's duos though.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
But
Well, by the way,
if
Joe,
if you have people who know what they're doing and understand military tactics in the slightest, you have a chance to win this game.
Roger that.
yeah. Nissa said, does it feel like Night Rain with a fire? No, Nissa, because in Night Rain, you could still go out into the fire in Night Rain and survive. And some people would do that to go get like some souls and stuff like that. So no, this one, you will die as soon as it hits you, or right? Because didn't Deja get hit by it at one point? Like
I think he was like 5 meters.
he just
died
died
real
real
quick.
yeah, from the health.
was
You
burning
just lose
his
health.
blood.
Yeah, exactly.
And like the armor plates, you can only ever have 2, so there's not getting 3 or 4. Like you can
no
carry more,
super
but you can only
vests,
have 2 in.
You can only
And they
have
take
6.
a long time to
Yeah.
put them in, like a long time relative to Warzone.
I think it's a great base. They've got a lot to build on.
Yeah, there's some
I
tweaking.
hope they continue to tweak it. Yeah, pretty much instant death. Yeah.
Have you
Dave
guys
knows
played
that.
Arc Raiders yet? Because I bought
No.
it and I'm scared that I'm not going to play it because no one's going to play it.
I played the
Like-
beta. It was cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
None of us
Big Box
bought
will play with you.
Yeah, Big Box.
Yeah,
was
Big Box 1431. Did he write in? Did anyone check?
He did.
He sure did.
Oh, is he? Oh, I can't wait to get to that.
And I'm sure
Logan,
it was about
Captain
Arc
Logan
Raiders.
said, "So I haven't been in the military, and the only mission I played in COD was no Russian. Do you think I'd be able to do fine in BF6BR?" Yep.
Yes, 100%.
I think you would. Yeah.
Eric says he'll
Level-
play with you. Eric goes to bed at like 3 hours ahead of you. So I played a couple hours tonight. Nice for Arc Raiders. Guys, let's move on. That was a great talk. Two topics right there. Took a while with Battlefield and Halo. But news story number 3, and I just want to bring this up since Joe's here, and this can be real quick. Guys, am I cooked? Am I finally going to have to play Fortnite with this Fortnite Cross the Simpsons collab? Bubble Boy, are we dropping in Fortnite finally? Joe, I've never played Fortnite. Not
played it.
once.
Same.
I've only logged in to buy the Master Chief armor when they brought it back just recently, and I bought it on Xbox, and that was it. I've never played a single game of Fortnite. I always wanted to, didn't want to do the building. They brought the no build. I'm like, that's money. Still haven't played it. Is it time for me to finally try what you call as the superior BR because of my love for
favorite
The
one.
Simpsons?
Yeah, I mean, give it a go. Try it out. Again, it's wacky, it's crazy, and it's stupid, but like I enjoy it. Yeah, it's the battle royale that I constantly go back to.
I'll play with you,
just
Dan. I
'cause-
played it.
Yeah, like Fortnite just feels like I'm playing with action figures. It's fun. It's a fun time.
Yeah. I mean, I played tons of
What about
Fortnite,
like?
and
Go ahead, Bacon.
I mean, I own the God of War skin, the Spawn skin, every skin you can have, and I don't know why I keep buying them. And no build mode did change it and made it way more accessible for us normals. But I can never tell if I'm in a lobby that's full of bots or not.
You probably
Okay,
are.
That's what I was
There-
gonna
there's
say.
a shit ton of bots in Fortnite.
Yeah, they
So
made me
you
feel real
like
good
you're
about
a
myself.
god. You feel like you're a god for like 10 minutes, and then next thing you know, some 9-year-old on a keyboard and mouse just murks you.
If you're with me, you're not with many bots.
Okay.
Like in the beginning, the first game you play, it's like the dopamine hit. You will win because it's all
Yep.
bots.
And you'll
And the
crush.
next match, it's like half of the game. And then like as your true skill rises, it'll put you.
I'd rather play Fortnite than Apex.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Chance, did you look at this like the Springfield map integration here? Go look it up. It looks pretty cool. Like that's what I'm
no.
talking. Like being able to play in Springfield. Like God, I'm such a boomer. Like
They do that really well. Like if you just want to check out and see.
No, they
Springfield.
do. They do great collabs.
With that,
They're
that
fantastic.
sounds worth it right there.
Fortnite does fantastic collabs. It puts Call of Duty to shame with their collabs.
Oh no, here we go. Silkiness says, "Don't do it, Dan." Diego said, "I've only played Fortnite once. It always looked fun." Deja Vu said, "I'm in on Fortnite, but it will suck you in."
It
So
will.
Deja Vu.
I think if I ever upgrade to Game Pass Ultimate, I just have to.
Diego
'cause of
says,
the
"Hey
perks,
Dan,
right?
if you get into Fortnite, your Game Pass Ultimate sub will get you Fortnite Crew and some V-Bucks." Well, son of a gun, I still have Ultimate.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
actually not the worst thing ever.
Eric says Apex is the GOAT.
Apex was the
It
goat.
was the GOAT for like that first month, and then I never
Huh.
played it again.
a good
Cordy
year.
Morgs asks us, have they told us when the Battlefield Zombies comes out?
Cordy, don't you have some plumbing to do or some
Wet work.
carpentry?
Cordy,
gotta
are you
build-
talking
I have
about
to-
Warzone? What are you
I
talking
scheduled his computer build for the 17th.
Scheduled.
about?
Bacon's
Fortnite
on
feels
a-
good on controller versus
I like it.
other FPS not feeling good.
Yeah,
Third person.
Fortnite does feel good on a controller. That's for sure.
Yes.
All right.
It's,
I don't know.
it's
I've
good,
been
Dan.
thinking
You
about
would
it, but
probably enjoy it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. You would
Why,
probably enjoy Fortnite.
why?
It's a good game.
It's
Because I'd be using this beautiful new standard controller.
Oh,
with
God.
DualSense.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. So
this new
news
tech-
story number 4.
All right, news story number 4. Bubble Boy, go ahead. Let's close it out with news story number 4.
Yeah, so Resident Evil Requiem's Switch 2 Pro controller is up for
Shocking.
pre-order. Jose, you want to pull that picture up? I am so glad that I don't have a Switch.
Dude, I
'cause
think it's hideous.
that's what I'm saying. It's terrible. I am so glad I don't have a Switch because I would have been like
the Switch.
so psyched when I saw the article and then like scroll down and be like instant buy, instant.
It's just a newspaper.
Instant buy?
It's all black. It's not even
instant buy. Like this would have. They could have done.
This is
almost
like a PlayStation
else.
limited edition controller.
It's terrible.
I see
It
what you did
literally
there.
might be the worst I've ever seen.
But the Switch 2 Pro controller is fantastic.
I like that one, Joe. Joe, that one is so much better than the one that came out when that game released.
I mean, I have all of them right there.
It's,
You take your
it,
pick.
Which
did
one
you
did you
see
show?
this Resident Evil Pro 2 Switch
That one's
controller,
good.
Joe?
It's gross.
Because
Yeah, no, it was
it's
just
terrible.
Like, not even.
like who? It's like the Brian Regan Fig Newton joke where he's like, "Yeah, we put that on there. It's actually
a
shipping
joke.
out that way." Like we didn't. It's terrible. So
Yeah, it's
sorry,
terrible.
Switch 2 owners.
don't buy
No,
them.
I'm
buy it just
super
to piss
excited
you
for
off.
RE9 though.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, what?
He's excited for
RE9.
RE9.
Oh yeah.
It looks incredible.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Capcom. Goated.
By the way, guys, I can't help. I didn't even realize this just by looking at it though. Why is the Nintendo Switch 2 logo so freaking massive on this controller too? Like what?
It's good
Xbox
business
and
sense,
PlayStation
bud.
ones are not like
It's
gigantic.
not that big.
It is, and then the
How's that
Switch
even
2
bigger? How many smaller than the Xbox button?
I mean, I have mine open yet.
I mean, come on. The
Look
Xbox
at the PlayStation. It's just, this smooth tech in there. It's
stop.
integrated. It blends in with that glossy black fingerprint
showing
magnet
us that
gloss
controller.
black plastic.
Jesus.
Guys, let's Jose, let's jump into Nerd Chat shoutouts. Sponsored by Mamitas this week. Hashtag ad. Big Box 1431 wrote in 7 hours ago. Nerd Chat, attention Nerd Chat. Today is the mandated Arc Raiders Day of Requisition. All non-essential communication has been banned. You have been flagged by an anonymous listener for treason. This listener, whose identity shall remain protected, informs us that the Nerd Chat is on record treating hardware as the platform when everybody knows games are the platform. Glaze Arc Raiders immediately in an attempt to spare the lives of your friends and family. They do not deserve the associated guilt that comes with your sins. Compliance is mandatory, not a big box.
All right.
Jose, take it. I mean, anything to say about this amazing?
It's well written.
Well written, right? And
Like
as
a
usual,
dystopian
base
universe. I
big
love
box.
it. No, Arc Raiders. I did play Arc Raiders when it was in one of the beta tests. I had a great time. I enjoyed Arc Raiders. I have nothing bad to say about the game. Will I be buying it today? I won't, but it's not because I'm against it. It's just because I literally have so much to play.
Too many games.
But I'm. Here's what I think is going to happen. If I'm being very honest, I think that I'm not going to buy it now. I think it's going to do well, and at some point I'll jump in and I'll just be behind everybody. Like that's what I fully anticipate happening. And I'm okay with that. Like that's my choice. I'll live
what was
with
the
my
price,
sins.
Joe, for it?
39.
It's only 40,
$40.
Yeah.
Okay.
for the
which
base.
is awesome. Like
It is
it's
really fun.
appealing.
It is definitely better, just like Battlefield with a crew. Not that you can't play with randoms. There are ways to communicate, but it's just not quite the same. It's cool, and it's different. It's a different type of game, which is nice to see. Just when we're talking about games that are very very similar. So I have no hate for Arc Raiders. I hope it does really well. I am curious, and this is not a dig, I promise. I'm curious what's going to happen with like Marathon and this. And I know we don't have a lot of news on Marathon right now, but I just think that's an interesting comparison down the road. That's what I'll say.
I liked what you guys were saying in the chat today about how it feels a little bit like The Division. That's interesting to me, but
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. There's just too many games.
I know,
Big
I
Box,
bought it
I'm very
because
happy
of
for
that.
you. I know you've been waiting for this game for a long time. I hope it's everything you dreamed of, and I hope that I know you're a big Embark fan, and they don't miss, right? That's what Ains likes to say. So, Godspeed to Big Box.
And you'll
us
have to play with
updated on
Joe, so that
Yeah, because no one else is gonna play with Joe. Because Eric.
Yeah, I
No,
think
see,
if it came out at a
listen.
different time, it would be
Yeah,
a different
it's a
story.
bad
Right?
time.
This
That's
is
what
a
I- that's what
terrible
our-
time for this game.
That's what our my friend group of Luke and our buddy Kevin Suddy were saying. It's like, man, I would love to play this. That's why, like, when they're like, yeah, we're not too worried. I mean, game's doing great right now, and Call of Duty looks like it's not going to be the hit this year, which I'm kind of concerned about, if I'm honest. But like there's just too many games. I got.
There are too many games. I think the honeymoon.
But I bought it, but I need people, and I'm afraid that I bought it and I'm not gonna play it.
Our freight conductor said, Arc Raiders is legit. Plays great on the LAX. Solo queue will match you with other solo queue people. I hope, guys, I'm excited for you. It's just bad timing. Like, there's just no way.
Right.
Still on Battlefield 6.
out and Call of Duty's in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and I think the Battlefield hype is dying.
It's just the Titanfall of years past when they sandwiched it between these two.
Yeah. Haven't you seen the review bombing? The Red
That doesn't
Sack?
mean the hype is dying.
Dan, you got to get off the internet.
No,
right, man?
I think as much as we don't want the Twitter streets to have an effect on people's decisions when it comes to gaming,
really
it does.
They don't on mine.
Not on us
man.
olds, but
If they salvage 2040
guys,
right.
we played a lot of Battlefield. I'm getting
Dan's
excited
right.
for Warzone and Call of Duty and multiplayer. I'm excited for the Call of Duty campaign too.
Listen,
If they were able to salvage 2042, they can fix anything.
I can't believe it.
2042
No,
is an
Dan
abomination.
has a huge point here. I think the review bombing is it's really affecting the game because in 24 hours, 461,000 people have played this game. So I mean, right now only 300.
The BR did just come out. Just come out. It's not. We'll see.
You know.
Arc Raiders has 5 times the amount of viewers as Red Sec does right now, said
not
Eric.
players,
See, it's dead.
Viewers.
It's dead. Eric's got it.
People who don't play games, who watch games.
And truthfully, little insight here from someone who's paid off by the industry. That's like a common theme of like, hey, let's play big streamers.
Yeah.
Go stream this game for the first few days. Let's
Like
see
Tim
how
the
that.
Tatman
Like,
loving Battlefield. We'll see how long he loves it until COD
I mean,
comes
like
out.
real talk. Like same with like the Red Sec, whatever the hell it's called. Like, it always the first week it's like, oh my god, 1 million people are watching it, and then you're gonna get the Paul Tassi article 3 weeks later going, it's a shell of its former self. Half the people, it's like it's still 200,000
players have fallen off a Redfall.
Right. It's like shut the fuck up, Paul.
Let's move on.
I'm sorry, I cussed. I'm sorry.
J Ram wrote into our Nerd Chat Discord. How many of you will buy the next Xbox if it is at least $1,000? Follow-up question. It is objectively true that the Series S outsold the Series X. What percentage do you think of the Series S users will buy the PC hybrid or switch to PlayStation? And then Diego add it with, you do not own a PC. You just own a preferred console in this scenario. Most people in here are all PC. Yes. So if we only had an Xbox Series console right now, would all 4 of us buy the next Xbox if it was $1,000? Bacon is saying yes. Jose, would you? $1,000 for a PC console hybrid? Yeah, but assuming he's not a PC guy, do you think people are going to be buying this $1,000 console?
If I didn't have this PC and I was still on the Series X, I'm not an automatic no, but they would have to sell me on why. But here's what I would say to that, Dan, too. As this is my primary hobby, as it is for a lot of people, and like Bacon said, a lot of people within our age range, right, including Joe, right? It's one of those things where, like, if I had seriously seeing all this stuff and hearing everything I'm hearing and seeing prices, if I had been on the fence of like, maybe I should like move over to PC territory, and then they say, hey, you can spend a couple $100 cheaper than a PC to get really the benefit of good graphics in an easy to use package, that is compelling to some degree. Now, is it as compelling as a $250 300 console? No, it's not. Like full stop.
Or
I
a
understand
$500 to $600 PS6.
Well, but something that I was finishing listening to XCP today on the way home. Jam Pack Sam was on there last week. Great show. He said something very interesting that I just hadn't thought about when I was talking about this last week, where we were talking about Xbox being kind of trying to be this luxury brand. Like that was the premise I was making, that they're trying to step away from this. Like, we don't even care if we're selling the cheap console to compete against PlayStation. We're going to do our own thing. And it's going to be like something we've never seen before. And we also surmise that probably means it's going to be really expensive. But what Jam Pack said was, but maybe one of their strategies, as bizarre as it sounds, is that if we get all of our games, including our AAA stuff, onto PlayStation, then isn't the cheaper PlayStation kind of like that mid-tier Xbox to some degree. Now, I granted they're not making money from the console sales, but they're making money from the game sales, right? Like, that's just an interesting premise that I'm not saying it'll work, but like if maybe that's their goal, is to say, like, if PlayStation is the cheaper one, even let's say it does come out at $500, the PlayStation 6, but you can play all the Xbox games on it. That's a win for really everybody. You know what I'm saying? So to the question, I'm not opposed to $1,000. I'm absolutely not going to buy this one because I have my PC, so it's pretty much a no for me. But I am curious to see how this is going to affect the bigger piece. And I think that J-Ram's other question about, do you think the S users will move over? I don't know. I kind of think no, to be honest with you. I think they'll get a PlayStation, a PS6, but they'll still play the games, right? And like Big Box said in the last question, the truth is, I think where we all lean is that games are the platform, right? Xbox is a production house, right? It's a publisher, but it's clearly changing its mind on that element of its hardware.
Yeah.
So
JRM, I would be a no. I would just buy a PS6 because if I'm going to spend $1,000 at that point, I would be making the switch to PC if I was in this scenario. So that's my answer. Bubble Boy, what about you?
I mean, I just spent that, even though it was all free money.
No, but assuming you didn't have this or PC and you were just on your Series
I know,
X.
I'm saying it, but I just bought the Ally for that. So no, like I have to assume I don't have that either. Still probably, no, probably not. Probably not.
Well, as the console-only crowd and the casual, uninformed crowd does not understand the benefits of this new upcoming console, doesn't understand Steam, doesn't understand GOG, doesn't understand any of this. So they don't know the benefits of buying the new high-end console. And Jose's right. It's imperative that Microsoft explains the benefits of this console and having multiple storefronts and ability to play all the PlayStation games on your Xbox console, because they're a third party also.
Eventually.
I would buy it because I can't stand the DualSense controller. I cannot stand the ergonomics.
You mean this new tech?
I cannot stand that controller. I never have. I never will. So, and I'm Xbox right till I die.
And Joe, we already know Joe would not buy a $1,000 Xbox.
No, it's $1,000. Absolutely.
How much do you think your PlayStation is going to cost, Joe?
Yeah, not that much.
Not that much.
800.
Like truthfully, hand on the Bible, whatever. Any console that's worth that. I mean, there's no way I buy a PlayStation that's $1,000. Like, how much was the Pro?
$750.
It was 800 plus with disk drive and
It was
tech.
$7. Now it's $750. Right?
And how did I get that? I traded in my PS5, took
and a
the
couple
disk drive
favors
out of it, and then plugged it in, and I got it for like $300 else. I would have never. And even as I look at that console, it's nowhere near worth that price. No. My heart out sincerely is $600. I think, like, not because I'm a fanboy or anything. This console is going to fail if it is $1,000. There's no way on God's green earth. No.
What about the rumor that there's going to be no more Xbox Live? Or
that's who cares? That's a minimal payment per year.
$120 a year
for Xbox users. Not that much for PlayStation users.
I want to see if this is still, if that's still the reality when this thing comes out. Because right now that's just a Jez Corden rumor.
They can't continue to charge console players and not PC players.
Sure.
Nissa, $650? No, you can't.
Listen, guys, pull down the chat first. Okay. How often this company changes their mind, it's like Mikey Ibarra does have a point. Where is like the accountability with these folks?
I agree. I'm at that point too.
Because the constant 180s from them is annoying. And the fact that like there has not been a single head that rolls, and Matt Booty still has a job after how many studios games that they just canceled? Like that's where I get on my Sony Pony thing. No, that's where I get on my little Sony Pony bandwagon thing, because it's like it's a little ridiculous. Of like, yeah, they say it is, but in actuality, you're telling the company that has the 30% accountability margin that they're going to take a revenue stream and just make it disappear. No way. there's I would love it to happen. I am extremely, and I would love to be, and I will love to be wrong. I am extremely skeptical that the $1 trillion company is going to go, you know what? We don't need that.
4 trillion.
We don't need that money. Yeah, we don't need that money. It's fine. Like, I think someone definitely said that. I think that's been a vision of theirs for a while, but they're not in charge of that company anymore.
Yeah,
Satya is. So no. Again, I think that console is going to fail if it's $1,000. God bless. Any console, not just PlayStation. Because I know it makes me sound like a huge PlayStation fan, but I get it. If the PlayStation's like, we're $800, I go, well, you are $200 shy from me buying this console. Like, I can't reiterate this enough.
Especially by the time those both come out, Switch 2 will still be in its infancy.
Right. And what's the point of these consoles other than, we need to do another one? Like, that's the thing that we've been talking about on the PlayStation. It's like, I don't need a PS6. You really need to sell me on a PlayStation 6.
Yeah, considering how much last
games you can
we had this gen.
Shuhei's like, I have a problem even telling the difference now. So it's like, you have to show us why this console is going to be worth $600, $700, whatever. You really have to make that sell. There's no way on God's green perfect earth that, I don't go, okay, well, at $1,000, I'm just going to go build a $1,000 PC and have none of this, malarkey.
Last comment. Frey Conductor says 1K.
I got lived up.
I'm
so sorry, guys.
You would have to spend $1,600 equivalent to build on PC. That would be the key to some measure of success. I'll wait till we see what the specs are. Frey Conductor.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on this $1,000 Xbox. I'm with Joe. I think it's dumpster fire. The next Xbox is actually the PS6. Question from Waiver Wire Wizards. Will Daniel be eating 9 JBCs since taking off the tomatoes is essentially cheating? Can others join the fun and eat 8 but remove the bun and patty? Eric, that's a dumbass question. Removing the bread is completely different than removing a squishy tomato that's like 0 calories. I'll add the calories of the tomato.
How about
I'll add the calories of the tomato with adding a bunch of ketchup.
That is not even close to the same thing.
Yes, it is.
A
Measure the caloric difference and tell me it isn't.
I'll allow it, Dan. 'Cause There's nothing.
Difference.
There's nothing.
I don't want tomatoes.
Worse than a tomato.
Thank you. And I already said this at the beginning. I said I'll eat 8 of them, and I always establish that I'm not eating the tomatoes.
12 gallons of water because there's no calories in it.
Oh God, you know what Eric's doing this. This is what typical. Eric's never wrong. He's just getting out of it. He's not going to eat the AJBCs, and he said he was going to add the syrup, and he's not going to do that either because he's a coward. They're all cowards in Canada. Stay up in the Great North. We don't need you up there. Stay up there.
When all 3 of you go into cardiac arrest, here's the other thing that I point out.
Let's close the show.
When you all 3 go into cardiac arrest, Eric's the only one who's likely to get health care immediately.
No, he said there's no doctors by him, though.
It doesn't matter. He's still going to get faster.
The ambulance will be
in no
there.
man's land in Nova Scotia.
You won't have to claim bankruptcy by getting an ambulance ride.
Yeah.
So.
I love tomatoes in this.
No, everybody loves tomatoes. Come on,
they're disgusting.
Awful.
Fake news. I never once said I'm not doing the challenge. I'm saying I'm not doing it without cheating.
Hey, but Joey Chestnut dips his hot dogs in water, which is technically cheating.
But I'm eating the buns. Whatever. That's that's going to be the hardest part. Bacon understands.
And Eric is putting maple syrup on his. It's going to make it go down the gullet faster.
Oh yeah,
Joey
that's
Chestnut.
That's going to make it easier.
Stop.
You're the real cheater. Guys, do we need to talk about what we've been playing, or should we just close the show like we always do?
Ball Pit.
Ball Pit's dope. I put a
finally
ton
beat
of hours in
Banishers. I got all achievements. I'll save my review for next week. I'm playing a lot of Battlefield. Oh, I did start Keeper. Interesting game so far.
I finished Keeper.
Very pretty. I don't know what the hell's going on. And
I'll say
I do want very quick. Let me say this real quick.
Dan forgets he's on a podcast with 3 or 4
one more thing.
All right.
One more thing. The Battlefield 6 campaign I mentioned earlier.
Like we have a choice.
That first mission was bad, you guys. I was like, oh no. And then I kept playing it. Chance, my biggest problem with it is I'll run past the stupid AI, and they won't even shoot me. Then I'll get shot and killed from behind because they're so dumb. Like, that's how I'm dying.
I was like, I literally, is that guy? Oh, hey Steve.
Yeah.
How you doing?
And then he
you're here
melts
to kill
me though, because my back to him.
shit, Steve, are we gonna go out to dinner after this or what? Like, and then he was like, It's-
Yeah. Anyway,
I gotta say real quick, our key mailer footprint has been blown up. We clearly crossed some sort of threshold for them, and they have sent us many keys that were all for older games, which is fine and great because we're just trying to jump in, and so we don't have any sort of like embargo or anything. So I can say I should have a review for the game Junkyard Builder.
Can't wait.
Hitting you soon.
I started
Urban Jungle for me. Bacon, what are you playing?
Nis is gonna love my game.
Yeah, he got the platformer, right?
I did.
Why am I drawing a blank?
I got it here.
God, we're the worst.
Library.
Deja.
It's called Candyland's Journey.
Yes.
There's a big cat in it.
Diego says, "Who's going to finish AJBCs first? Dan, Ains, or Eric?" I don't care. It's
Dan, because he's eating less of. He has less.
He's gonna have the heart attack.
I'm not convinced anyone's going to finish him.
Jose even said I don't have to put the tomatoes on.
I agree with Dan on that one. They're gross.
Thank you. Joe, do you want to share anything, or should we just go into the best food we had this week?
I mean, I'm playing a game I can't talk about. It's actually probably one of the most heavily NDA things I've ever done. That's gonna be fun. So check that out in a few weeks. I've been playing Ball X Pit, man. Kyle's right. That game is a GOTY contender.
It's so
then
good.
I'm gonna play Absalom. That is, Kyle's also telling me is a Joe ass game. Then I've been playing Dispatch. I bought that game. Bought Absalom as well.
I wish listed it. Do I need to just pick it up?
Just pick it up. Just pick it up. Support crazy ideas like these because get it, dude.
Okay. It seems like it'll be perfect on my ally, right?
100%. And it's just for me, it's like I'm treating this like it's a show because it comes out weekly, and I'm like, okay, turn off my brain, whatever. It's really good.
Tell people what it's about, Joe, in case they don't know.
Yeah, so you are a ex-superhero who's become a dispatcher of other superheroes. So something along the lines of WB Animations meets the cartoon Invincible, right? That's what the overarching feel is. It's also a little bit of The Boys, where also superheroes have been commercialized and corporatized.
Yeah.
So you're dispatching various either high level or low level heroes to different crimes happening around the city, and then from there you're also, it's a little bit of a revenge tale. And I just made it through episode 1. I think so far it seems like every episode's about an hour long.
Okay.
Yeah, man, this is really good.
And episodes 1 through 4 out now. Do you have any idea what the plan is for further?
I think the last episodes will be out on November 15th. I think
Okay.
is when the whole full season comes out.
Awesome.
But this is Red. I think they're called Ad Hoc. They are these.
Ad Hoc Studio.
Yep. They are the former Telltale devs, and this is right now for their first game. This might be the best game that they've made, and they've made Wolf Among Us.
Nice.
This is just really good storytelling, and I can't wait to see where everything goes.
I'm glad I got to hear that then, because I was like, God, this looks like it's right up my alley, but maybe I'll wait. And hell yeah, thank you.
Super chill.
Before we close that down, I just want to say real quick about Keeper, not a full review. I did finish Keeper. I think it was like 5.5, 6 hours was my total playthrough. I really enjoyed it. It is, if you played Psychonauts, it's nothing like that. So I just want to say, if you're going into it expecting some kind of a story along that same way, you're probably going to be disappointed. It's still a fun game. The puzzles are very manageable. It's visually stunning. That is the word for it. And especially, I was talking to Diego about it. There's kind of 3 sections of the game. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just going to call it that. The third section was by far my favorite, by a wide margin.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
It picks up the pace significantly. It gets, I think, the most fun. Is it something where I think it's up for Game of the Year? Frankly, unfortunately, no. But I'm very glad that I played. I have no regrets. But I'm curious as more people finish it. I want to talk to Diego when he finishes it. I'm curious what you'll think about it when you finish it. it was one of those where I was like, that was really cool. I'm glad I played it, and I'm happy to move on. I don't feel like I ever need to play it again, kind of thing. But I don't regret that I did. I'm curious to know how it's going to do overall for Double Fine and Xbox and stuff, just because I just don't see it being as commercially successful as Psychonauts was, but still a cool game. That's all I want to say.
Gentlemen, let's close the show like we always do with the best food we had this week. Jose, you added those items that I tagged you on.
I did.
The best food I had this week was the Chipotle burrito I had tonight, man. The one over here on Union, Jose, they just
don't miss,
consistently never miss. Best Chipotle burritos.
Wow. It's like there's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited.
One of the best burritos in America. And I mean, it makes sense because that one's been around for a very long time. So, that was best food I had this week. Chat, let's see what you've had. And Joe, go ahead. What was the best food you had this week?
You know what? I tried this tropical smoothie cafe. It actually holds up, man. Like I got it free from work. It was like Job Coach Appreciation Day, and so I got a chicken pesto wrap with
love pesto.
Strawberry Sunset, I think it's called. Ooh wee, what a delight! And it was a good time. And then my one friend, she got a chicken quesadilla, and she's like, I'm not gonna eat this, and so I saved it for dinner, and it was also very good.
Nice.
So, tropical smoothie cafe.
Hell yeah.
Bubble Boy,
Nice.
what about you?
Huge shout out to Uncle Pat. He's a staple on the show. We've talked about him before.
Mr. Cookie.
Yep. He gives us the greatest cookies from Jackie Sands up there in Buffalo. Right next to Joe, I think, because I don't know geography. And so our Halloween cookies came in. They were fantastic as always. Thank you, Uncle Pat.
Bacon. Did you get anything?
Yeah, I did. I had some Shake Shack. I had double bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, you
with
dog.
the cheese fries.
How much was it?
It was like, for the two of us, it was like $38.
Oh my God.
You got to pay to play in this world.
Oh my
God.
God.
And then tonight when we had
down to wherever Dan goes. What's that place Dan goes all the time?
Del Frisco's.
Del Frisco's.
So tonight we had salad, which is salad, because my wife's New Year's resolution for me is to eat more salad. And
You don't
then
make friends with salad.
New Year's. We're in
You don't make
November.
friends with salad. You don't make friends with salad.
she always makes a couple pieces of toast, and buttered toast goes salad. Makes sense, right? We had some new bread tonight. It's croissant bread. Have any of you guys ever tried croissant bread?
Are you talking
butter?
about croissants? Yeah, absolutely.
croissants,
Dude, it
yeah,
is
they're good.
absolutely the best bread you'll ever eat in your life. I'm like taken aback by it. I'm like, I want more croissant.
Bacon, have you never had a croissant before?
I've had a croissant, but I've never had it.
Have you had a croissant sandwich from Burger King? Bacon?
Loaf of bread form with butter on it? That's life-changing, guys. Croissant bread.
All right. Nissa had Little Caesar's wings. Deja Vu said, I had the new pretzel cheddar club spicy chicken sandwich and was pretty dang good. Creamy Dijon mustard, worth it, was a nice touch. And that was from Chick-fil-A, he said. Diego says, Happy Halloween. Everyone be safe, everybody. And say it again, Bacon, is what Diego says.
Croissant.
Croissant?
And Jose, what was the best food you had this week?
It was a great week for me. It was my wife and I's 12th wedding anniversary last Sunday. And so thankfully she booked us a really awesome dinner at this place
Wait, Jose. So you have the same anniversary as Grayson's birthday, and then your daughter's birthday is the same as my birthday.
I know, isn't that crazy?
That is weird.
That's rookie.
It's crazy. But yeah, 12 years ago, I married my wife. Chance and Dan were both there. Chance was dressed as Uncle Eddie from Christmas
I had a
Vacation.
great time.
I think I remember some of that night too.
And Dan
I
was,
remember a
Top
lot.
Gun.
I need to tell you a story, Bubble.
Yeah, I remember that story. But anyway, it was our anniversary, so my wife went to this place called L5 in Denver, which is in like downtown Denver, which we basically never go to anymore because it's too expensive and traffic and stuff. But it was one of the best meals I've had in a very long time. It was also one of the most expensive meals I've had in probably 15 years.
Was it as expensive as bacon?
How much? Yeah, how much?
Jesus.
I think the bill for the two of us was like $250.
Ooh, that's the Frisco's money right there.
And look, man, it's my wedding anniversary, and so like I was like, I'm not going to complain about it, and I'm not going to be upset. And the food was delicious, but it's, for the record, if you're listening, we literally never eat food like that. Like I literally, I'm very happy with
once a year
double from McDonald's. But it was a tapas place, Spanish tapas. So we had like 5 or 6 tapas plates plus a appetizer, and we got 2 desserts. And it was just literally fantastic. Like everything from like cheese balls to, we had this like garlic dip. It was like a cloud. It wasn't an aioli. It was like the lightest but tastiest thing I've ever had. And then some delicious drinks and stuff like that. So really awesome. Got to spend my wife and I anniversary together. But if you're in Denver and you like that, try L5. Really, really good. And then the last thing was today was the 1-year anniversary of VO313. That's that Detroit style pizza place that opened by Southwest Plaza. So they were doing $10 pizzas, which for Detroit style pizza is really cheap here in Denver because usually they're like $20+ a piece. So that's what we had tonight. It was absolutely delicious. And tomorrow, getting ready for Halloween. This is not my costume for school tomorrow. This is my costume for my family tomorrow. So gonna do that again tomorrow.
Oh yes,
gentlemen. This has been the Nerd Chat episode 235. Halo is officially a PlayStation game. My name is Kylo Ren, and remember, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. I have to let my Xbox Pass die, my Xbox Elite controller, Xbox Live, Game Pass, all of it. I need it to die. I need to let go and embrace.
Just let it fucking go, man.
The viewers are just dropping off like flies.
Annie just said the same quote about not knowing what to do and having the power, and then she took a dump back there. That was pretty cool. Raising her right.
My name is Kylo Ren. You can find me tomorrow terrorizing the streets of Lakewood, Colorado. And you can also find me tonight on a spooky stream of Visage.
Good choice.
Well, realistically, we're probably going to be playing Battlefield 6.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But remember, you can follow us at the Nerd Chat across all social media. You can follow me at Daddy D Wally on all social media. Edgar, where can people find you?
You can find me Chipotle Bear everywhere. Great to have you guys. I just want to say thank you for everybody coming to the chat. Joe, great to see you. Thanks for coming on and for appeasing us with your 2 costumes while you're here. Appreciate that very much. For everyone else, we're 15 away from 500. If you're not subbed and you want to help us get there, so Dan, ahead of his birthday in December, can eat 8 JVCs. We'd appreciate that. Other than that, have a great week, everyone. Be safe at Halloween tomorrow. Eat lots of candy and regret it the next day. All right?
Average Joe's, where can people find you? And that's Bacon.
I'm going to try to shorten this up because that last one was super, super long. So, Bacon, you can find me anywhere, everywhere.
Boomer Boy N7, where can people find you?
Yelling at kids from the front porch.
And Joe at Mr. Badbit, host of the Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast for the players by the players.
Where me and my best friend Kyle
follow
talk
him
about all things PlayStation.
Support
Hit
him
me on Patreon
at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room.
You ever wondered how we look so good and sound so good? It's your generosity.
That's right. Nobody part of this panel, apparently. While I was so bored.
Yeah, Bubble Boy did, and I told Jose to take over.
It's all right. Listen, I got distracted because apparently there's a really pretty lady, and her Halloween costume is Siri from The Witcher 3.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
Edie.
Hello, madam. Hello. You can find me over at the Trophy Room PlayStation Show over on youtube.com/PS Trophy Room. You can find the Trophy Room podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever pods are caught. You can catch us there. And at Mr. Babbitt. You see that? I didn't need a whole monologue, Dan.
As always, gentlemen, let the past die. Kill it if you have to. Oh my God. That's the only way to become what you are meant to be.
See you online.
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 There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie. For instance, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances say, "I'll be right back," because you won't be back.
I'm getting another beer. You want one?
Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
The Nerd Chat, an Xbox podcast, is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. The show was created by Daniel Walenzik, and you can follow him at Daddy D. Wally across all social media. The assistant to the co-host is Jose Martinez, and you can follow him at Chipotle_Bear. The assistant to the co-host is Chance Siegel, and you can follow him at BubbleBoyN7. The intern to the assistant to the co-hosts is Jason Jarrett, and you can follow him at XBaconGaming. You can also follow the show at The Nerd Chat across all social media. And as always, see you online.